Andrew Jackson was the 7th President of the United States and the founder of the Democrat Party. Born March 15, 1767. Prior to being president, he was a hero of the War of 1812. By the 1828 presidential election, the Democratic-Republican Party was no more, having split into the Democrats and the National Republicans. While the National Republicans backed President Adams, the Democrats backed Andrew Jackson. Jackson took 178 electoral votes by winning Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, Tennessee, Kentucky, Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and New York. While Adams took 83 electoral votes, winning only Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Vermont, Rhode Island, Connecticut, New Jersey, Delaware, and Maryland. During his first term, Jackson took office a freshly widowed man, as his wife Rachel died of a heart attack days before his inauguration. Jackson blamed the National Republicans, believing the stress brought on by their smear campaigns on her had caused her heart attack. Jackson's presidency would be the most volatile time in politics to date, with party battle lines clearly drawn and deeply dug. In 1832, it was a four-party race for the presidency, with Democrats backing the incumbent Jackson, the National Republicans backing Henry Clay, and the newly formed Nullifier and Anti-Masonic parties endorsing John Floyd and William Wirt, respectively. Jackson took victory overwhelmingly with 219 electorals from the states of Maine, New Hampshire, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Idaho, Illinois, Missouri, Tennessee, Virginia, North Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, and Louisiana. Clay trailed behind with 49 electorals, having won the states of Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, Delaware, Maryland, and Kentucky. Floyd took 11 electorals, winning only South Carolina, and Wirt had the least with 7 electorals, having won Vermont. In his second term, Jackson took on the big banks, as well as focusing on the payment of national debt. He also became the first U.S. president to have an assassination attempt on him in U.S. history. He survived when the assassin's pistols both misfired due to damp powder. Enraged, the frail and sickly Jackson attacked the man with his cane and had to be restrained. Jackson is best known for being the first president from the Democratic Party. A little known fact that Jackson admitted 2 new states during his presidency: Arkansas and Maine. His greatest accomplishment was that he paid off the national debt. His biggest failure, the biggest black mark on Jackson's legacy, would be his lack of action on slavery and his overall treatment of the natives. Jackson's nickname was Old Hickory. He was so named by his troops during the War of 1812 because of his toughness. Andrew Jackson died June 8th, 1845, at the age of 78, of chronic dropsy and heart failure.